So when I was in sixth grade, I was way more into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles than teenage girls. I was what you call a late bloomer. So when my friend Billy one day at recess said to me, "Hey, can you be my lookout so I can go behind the tire swing and make out with my girlfriend?" I was very confused. I was like, "Would you rather just play on the tire swings?" But it wasn't just Billy. It seemed like all of a sudden everyone in my grade either had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and I wanted nothing to do with it. So I just tried to ignore the whole thing. But then one day after school, my phone rang, and I picked it up, and it was this girl, Jackie, from my class. And she had a question for me. But the question came from this other girl, Meredith, who was also in my class, who was her friend and was at her house. And the question was, did I want to go out with Meredith? Now, this question caught me completely off guard, and I gave the dorkiest answer you could ever imagine. And I said, "My mom says I can't go on a date until I'm 15. After Jackie presumably stopped laughing and biting her tongue, she said, "No, I just meant, do you want to be Meredith's boyfriend?" Now, I couldn't think of a good reason to say no, so I said, "Sure." But I didn't really know what I got myself into. Well, I found out soon that really I had three basic jobs as Meredith's boyfriend. One, to confirm to anyone who asked that I was indeed Meredith's boyfriend. Two, to smile and wave awkwardly at Meredith when I saw her in school. And three, and this was the hardest, to participate in 2 to 3 slow dances with Meredith at the school dance. But overall, it turned out to be not so bad, and it was going along okay. That is, until the Web of Life. The Web of Life was an overnight adventure outdoor camp that kids in our school in 6th grade would go to every year in the spring. And we knew about this all throughout elementary school, so we were had all been looking forward to it for a really long time. And it was time for Web of Life. And I was really excited when I got there. It was awesome. I got to stay in a cabin with about 10 of my friends. We went on a whale watch, we went on nature hikes, we had free time to just roam around in the woods. I was having a great time. But then after a couple days, some strange rumors started to go around the camp. So the first one was that this girl, Nikki, had given her underwear to one of the boys. And I thought, that's gross. Why would you want someone's underwear? But then some more rumors started to go around the camp. I started to hear that so-and-so met up with so-and-so behind their cabin last night so they could make out. And I was thinking, what is wrong with these people? Like, what is the big obsession with making out? Again, I just tried to ignore the whole thing, and just enjoy Web of Life. And anyway, I had more important things to focus on, such as pillow fights. So all the boys in my cabin every night kept asking our chaperone, Mrs. Hoagland, if we could have a pillow fight, and she kept saying no. But towards the end of the week, she brought us together in our cabin and she said, "Listen, on the last night here, we're gonna have an organized pillow fight tournament. And Mrs. Hoagland would be the referee." God bless you, Mrs. Hoagland. I was so excited. I could not wait for the pillow fight tournament. So, and that same day, that was a Friday, the last day that we were there was also gonna be a lip sync contest that night, and then the pillow fight tournament would be afterwards. And I was really looking forward to this night. But then, a few hours before the lip sync contest, the worst rumor yet reached my ears. My friend Billy told me that Meredith wanted to meet me behind her cabin after the lip sync contest for you know what. I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. I tried to come up with a way to get out of it. I could come up with nothing. And I was panicked for the last few hours before the lip sync contest, but I didn't have any ideas. So I walked with my cabin mates down to the lip sync contest with a pit in my stomach, dreading what was to come. And as I sat there on the floor, listening to kids do impersonations of New Kids on the Block, Tiffany, I couldn't enjoy it at all, because all I could think about was what was coming after that. But then, during Chris Hanlon's rendition of Patience by Guns N' Roses, which was amazing, by the way, I started to get this pain in my leg, and it slowly got worse and worse until I was writhing around on the floor in agony. And I told Billy to go get the nurse. and Billy and one of my other friends helped me hobble to the nurse's office. And they got me down on a bed with an ice pack, and as I was lying there holding the ice pack on my leg, the pain started to subside, and it was replaced with something much better. The realization that I had my out. There was no way I could meet Meredith in the woods for a romantic rendezvous. I could barely even walk. So I told Billy, make sure everyone in our grade knows that I have a terrible injury and I won't be going to our makeout session. Now, the downside was I didn't get to participate in the pillow fight tournament. I know. Instead, I had to watch from the top bunk with an ice pack on my leg as my friends gleefully pummeled each other. But let me tell you, it was epic. But I would make that trade 100 out of 100 times again. Side note, I found out later that my horrible leg injury has a name. It's called a Charlie horse. It was a crank. So, well, after Web of Life, the school year wound down, and at the end of the school year, Meredith informed me that she was breaking up with me. And I can't say I was surprised. In fact, I was relieved, because now I could spend my summer in freedom, hanging out with my friends, playing basketball, playing Nintendo, and of course, watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
Thank you.